Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. Today I'm back with my friend Michael from Mag Motors. If you saw a previous episode we did on the first car that they did, it was a prototype and it's blown up pretty massively. That's almost at 1 million views. So let's explain what this is, because anyone looking, there's always going to be the comparisons to the Gone in 60 Seconds car. There's always going to be comparisons thinking like, is this a 67 widened or something? So what are we looking at here?
The concept here is we've gone with the 2014 Shelby GT500 chassis. So we built our own body around the 2014.
You take the body off of a 2014 GT500
Basically.
and you do this to it.
Correct. The stock Shelby 2014 came with a 662 horsepower, 5.8 liter. Amazing motor, lots of power, lots of low end torque, great sounding engine.
Yep.
Small tweaks, intake exhaust. This one has a throttle body on it and a pulley and a nice tune. This one is 655 at the rear wheel.
650 at the 655 at the tires.
Yeah.
That's serious power.
That's why you have the traction control. That's why you have the launch control.
And you've got stability control, ABS. It's got all the 2014 GT500 with more power.
Correct. Better sounding than the last, because I remember the comments on the last, and that was that 5.4 liter with a smaller pulley, and the Borla really gave it too much of a whine.
You did get a lot of whine and you got almost no exhaust note.
That's
from
right.
it.
This one, it gets your heart pumping because it's got a really great note from the engine and a good note from the exhaust as well. You're not worried about getting this thing started up every morning.
Right.
This particular client wanted blue stitching, special leather, special color schemes, exposed carbon fiber stripes all throughout the entire car to show off that it's actually a carbon fiber body.
I really like the flares on this one better than previously.
That's one of the parts that's 100% sharper.
It's noticeably cleaner, sharper for sure. The wheel's great. What are the sizes on your wheels? Do you know
So
that?
we tasked Forge Line and they really came through. They made a really perfect offset for us that worked, that we can get the 305s in there.
This is something I just think's cool, and I don't think it was like this on the 2014 GT500.
It wasn't as cool as this. I had to actually press a thing. But
watch the trunk release.
So, yeah, you just...
Ooh. But that's cool. It really is.
It adds a little bit of a something, right?
Yeah.
This client wanted a really great sound system. So this is all focals, 2 10s in the back with a custom box that was built for us by Allen Eds. And then you press this little thing and...
Oh, dude, I dig it. I didn't know that. Now, I can say this much for sure, dude. The interior on this one, definitely 2.0. It's considerably more refined. If we want to nitpick, I could nitpick. You know, you always can. There's always some room to nitpick. But
this is Italian distressed leather. We literally had to order this, wait for months to come in, and beg the upholsterers not to ruin the little leather that we had.
Probably not cheap, I imagine.
Blue stitching, Alcantara.
Yeah.
But we 3D printed a bunch of stuff now.
Oh, you did?
You know, so everything was done in CAD. Made to fit and 3D printed. So that's why you could see a nicer level of refinement to it all.
I like the blend of the old and new here better than the previous car. Yeah. I like the way the gauges are placed in here. I think they look great. I like that you got the modern seat, that we've got the level of...
Airbags in there.
Really?
Side airbags, front airbags.
Yeah, all of it.
Hopefully you'll never need it because, you know, but you still have the front crumple zones too.
Didn't the first one, didn't I hear recently that car got wadded up?
Somebody had a little fun with that, I guess, too much.
A little fun. Did the Mustang thing.
Yeah. Well, it was actually not too badly hurt. So,
oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's getting cleaned up.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know. I had heard it was gone.
No, somebody bought it up in Sacramento area.
Okay.
Yeah, or somewhere up there, NorCal.
Okay.
Fixing it up. He didn't want window switches in the doors. He wanted nice, clean doors, just like you see here, right? So I don't know if you can find them, but
You put switches up top here, didn't you?
That's right.
You sure did.
They're right there.
Oh, and they're the GT40
the GT40
style.
switches. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see those before. So this is just door
lock, unlock.
Uh-huh.
That's it. And you push those. They're automatic windows up and down. In your center console there, everything's available. All the information you'd need digitally.
Yeah.
It's all
on a pretty damn big screen there, by the way. That's a pretty good size
That's
screen.
a 9-inch Alpine Halo. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into this. It's not, people think, hey, can you sell me a kit, a body kit?
Yeah. No, it's not that easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not gluing panels on.
Which it also justifies the price, because you're up, as I remember, on the first one, I think you were around $185,000.
Yeah. These start at $195 build. Plus the donor.
And that price doesn't include the donor?
Does not.
Okay.
Client usually brings us theirs. 2014s now, I wouldn't say they're dime a dozen, but you can get low mileage for 40. So all in, I'd say you're around the 250 mark on these.
Yeah.
Which for a custom build these days is pretty reasonable.
I mean, you could pull into a Ford dealer with this pretty much if you wanted to.
Absolutely. Let's say they just close their eyes, put it up on the lift. Underneath, they'll go, oh, I know this car.
I know this car. Yeah, right.
That's exactly right. Or pop the hood and
it all looks familiar.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Awesome. Well, dude, I say we fire it up. Let's go for a cruise, and it'll be fun for me to see what the differences are. I'm really curious to see how different it is from the previous one.
You're gonna enjoy this ride.
Well, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Definitely right away you can tell it's modern Mustang. Like everything about it, the sound. Wow. Okay. I didn't even go full in and that thing just spun a little bit. Now is traction on right now?
It is.
And it still spins it a little.
It's got a lot of power, man. Even with those 305s, it'll have a little bit of, But the important part is it'll keep you on the road. And the ABS will keep you on the road if you really need to stop.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because it does look, it's really, I love your concept, dude. I've said that.
It looks like a pimped out 67. Basically.
It does. It does, but it doesn't sound like a 67 at all. This thing feels really good.
And so with all the horsepower and a little bit of an upgrade, don't forget that we reduced a bunch of weight off of this car.
I meant to ask you that. Thank you for bringing that up, because with the all carbon fiber body, you had to have shed a lot of weight.
We did. We put it back in Dynamat and audio, but still not as much as we lost in aluminum and steel and all that stuff, So this car is minus 200 pounds on the original, so the original was 4,200, I think, wet. This one's just under 4, yeah.
Super predictable though. It didn't, I didn't even, if I countered, it was because I wasn't paying attention that I did. It just wanted to track straight even though it gave a little slip.
Do you prefer it with traction on?
I liked that with it off actually. I liked getting a little slip from it. Because it's super predictable. Boy, noticeable. You can tell you got those big Brembos on here.
It stops, right?
Those things, yeah, just no problem. All right, you guys, that is it for our shoot of the Mag Motors Mustang. Just a cool car, man. I love, love, love the concept of taking a platform that's proven, a 2014 Shelby GT500, ultimately rebodying it, reconfiguring a lot of elements, so you have all of the modern creature comforts, all the modern drivability. In this, it looks like you're rolling down the road in a flared out 67 Mustang. I absolutely love it, and I hope Michael has massive success with this company, because not only is he a cool guy, but he's got a great concept here, ultimately producing a very cool car. So a big thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we do. I really, really appreciate it, you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, man, later.